One of the questions that comes up in discussion as we're talking with local businesses is, should I do my own marketing? And so in today's video, I want to talk about 3 marketing models that every local business must understand. Hello, my name is Tim Fondrick, and I'm the co-founder of We're Local, where we provide everything you need to market your local business online. Now, before we dive into the content today, I'd like to invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when we release more videos. So the answer, of course, is it depends, right? So it depends on a lot of different things. And if you think about other scenarios, not just marketing, but for example, I don't change my own oil, right? So I know that there's a lot of factors why I don't, but I'm better served letting somebody else do that for me instead of trying to do it on my own. So let's talk about some of the questions that you might consider, as you're thinking about trying to answer this question. What are some of your business goals is the first one. How fast are you wanting to grow? What type of business do you want to build? There's a lot of things around, your business goals that I think could be helpful in helping you determine the answer to this question. Another one, if you're thinking about doing your own marketing, would be, do you have the time? Do you have the time? And it's related to this question because you really, do you have the time to learn and to immerse yourself into learning and mastering new skills that then would give you the talent and expertise to do so. And then kind of a final question would be, or as you're walking through this process, or would you rather focus on what you do best and let the marketing up to somebody else who lives and breathes it? So let's talk about what we consider the 3 different models when it comes to marketing. The first one is do it yourself, right? That's the first model. Second model would be what we call done with you. And the third model would be done for you. Now, in a very simplistic example and analogy, I know it's not perfect, but let's talk about kind of a DIY model. A DIY, let's say you want to, you need a hammer. So you go out to Home Depot or Lowe's or local Ace Hardware and you buy a hammer, right? That's a tool. And so you buy a tool and you're going to become a master. You're going to learn how to swing that hammer and be able to use it to hit the nail on the head and drive it into the wood. The next is kind of a done with you model. Let's say you buy a hammer with the advice of a really experienced mentor. And that mentor, you have access to that person, and you can call them up, they come over. They're not gonna swing necessarily for you, but they're gonna show you more how to do it, leveraging their expertise, their talent, and help you through that process. And that becomes, maybe he brings over his favorite hammer and a couple of other tools that go with the hammer, so it becomes more of a system. So now you have tools and a system. And then there's the done for you model, where basically you hire a professional with a nail gun, so they've got the best tools, they've got their years of expertise and their systems and their processes and how they get the job done, and they're doing it for you, and that's the done for you model. And so with that, let's talk about a little bit more, kind of recap of what these mean. So do it yourself, certainly. You may have more time than money right now if you're starting a new business and you've got more time than money and you're willing to learn new things and maybe master new skills. That's a great place for a do-it-yourself model. But when it comes to marketing and some of the marketing tools out there, which we'll cover here more in a bit, but usually you're talking about limited support options. You really do, you do have to kind of find your own way, so to speak. Then we've got the done with you model. And you're really at this point ready to leverage somebody else's proven system, somebody else's experience, and add on a layer of human coaching or support. So really being able, like I said, with the hammer mentor, being able to access that person and be able to leverage their expertise. And you're probably at this point ready to grow a little faster because you're not necessarily needing to spend as much time mastering the new skills because they're helping you do that. And then finally, with the done for you model, at this point you may have more money than time, and or you're willing to invest the money to get something done for you. That again, they have the best tools, they have the systems, and they're providing the services for you. And you really want to focus on what you do best. A lot of people get into business because they love what they're doing as a technician, and they want to keep growing. They want to keep doing that versus trying to master all these new skills, especially when it comes to marketing. And you're more likely at this point ready to scale because you're willing to invest into the tools, the best tools, the systems, and the done for you model. So let's talk about a couple of examples, and some pricing. So the do-it-yourself, again, is more of a tools model, and there's a lot of tools out on the marketplace, anywhere from free to maybe, let's say, $200-$300 a month or more, right? So, certainly social media is a tool when it comes to marketing, and whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram, those are all free tools that you can use in your marketing. But when you first jump on there, you got to dive in to learn how to use them, and good luck reaching Facebook support, right? It's just not something that is very easy to do, if at all. Other tools like maybe MailChimp or WordPress, where you can learn how to build a WordPress website. It's free. I've done another video on the idea of having a website, but then having a web server. So you still need a web server, but maybe, the tool itself is free. Then maybe you pay something as a tool for hosting and support. ActiveCampaign or ClickFunnels, Pipedrive, certainly on the WearLocal side, which is, again, our company, we provide a free tool along with some DIY plans that you can do your own marketing. Jumping into the done with you model, again, kind of tools and systems. You're talking now, you're going to invest a little bit more. Typically, you're going to, maybe it's $300 to $1,000 range, right? And there's some well-known models out there. Let's say HubSpot, very well-known tool and proven system and approach to content marketing, inbound marketing, and so forth. You've got another, tool and system that we've used called SharpSpring, Constant Contact. Just recently bought them. And then on the WearLocal side, it's kind of our upper end plans with the tools and systems. It's our proven approach to marketing and framework, and then with some done with you support, so you can jump on and leverage our expertise, so you're not having to do everything by yourself. And then finally, the done for you model is, again, kind of this tools, systems, and services. And when it comes to marketing, this is more of what like a full service agency might be providing you, or what we like to call ourselves is a marketing systems provider, or MSP. We have, in addition to our tools, whether it's free or some DIY or more on the done with you level with some extra support and systems, we also provide add-on services. And whether that's running your Google ads for you, or Facebook ads, or maybe doing content writing for you, various different things, you can expect to pay obviously a lot more. But just to give you an example range here, anywhere from $1,000 a month to maybe $5,000 a month for access to more of a done for you model. As we talk about the different models, and if you're thinking about, again, trying to answer this question, as you think about trying to connect and capture and communicate, and going back to our buyer's journey, like how do I do all this, right? So connect, capture, communicate, convert, care, cultivate, and how do I touch my prospective customers at every point along the buyer's journey or pipeline? And then how do I incorporate basically the idea, like at WearLocal, we do 5 pillars of your online marketing, and this is kind of the system, the WearLocal marketing system. So whether that be your online presence, your reputation, your content, your social media, and sales and marketing automation and business automation. And so if you're looking at this kind of graphic and say, and answering these initial questions that we've gone through today, and kind of understanding the different models, it's a great opportunity, I think, to really dive in and try to answer that for your business. And if you have any questions about it, you'd like to have a conversation, hit me up for a conversation. Just schedule a demo. or get started, today. And I love having these conversations with local businesses to help you determine, what is a good fit, what is the right model for you. And again, we have tools all the way from the do-it-yourself to the done with you and done for you. And we would love to have a conversation to see if any of those might be a good fit for you or if something else entirely. So with that, thanks for taking a few minutes with me today. And once again, my name is Tim Fondrick, and I'm the co-founder of We're Local, where we provide everything you need to market your local business online. Have a blessed day.